Welcome to the next generation. Man, I feel like a superstar in a high-powered supercar. Shoot for the stars, no stopping me. I'm revving up a cacophony. Doesn't matter whatever you offer me. Won't swap it for anything, honestly. The road ahead of me's calling, and pole position is where I just got to be. I'm an ace in a race at a pace that'll take you to a range of places. Make you say, ooh, great, amazing. I trail him away cause the blaze awakens. It's the way that I make my paper. Do me a favor, get on my way, bro. Boy, racing with places to be, so it's safe to say I'll see you later. Forza Motorsport will open doors to a sort of ocean port that'll flow a course from coast to shore. The poetry of motion's yours. Saddle up, we're going on tour. You'll ride it stride your chosen horse to a load of applause. Such force you were only supposed to blow the doors. Horsepower, galloping Galilee, shoot for the stars, Galileo Galilee. Hey, don't prank my McLaren geese. The tab to patch up the damage is grand as your annual salary. And apparently you just cannot handle me. So hand me the keys as I shoot for the stars, blasting these supercars to a brand new galaxy. Yeah. Let's go! The stand on every street. The city's a cemetery. So evidently you better believe it's better to get up and leave. If that's something you'll ever achieve, well then you will need to get a bit mean with the endless sea of horrendous beams that'll see your flesh as a delicacy. They wanna find out how your meat tastes. One bite is all it takes. Should you make a small mistake, they'll make you their next gourmet steak. The stakes have been raised, son. Can you stave the invasion? From the cradle to the grave, you'll save all walks of life and death when you slay them. I make tools and I slay fools, though I break rules, stay faithful to the label of a fella coming straight through you from the nape with the neck to the navel. Maybe it's painful, maybe it's not, I don't know. Your brains are rot in the low. You may have forgotten the way that it was, and will let you forget when I take you to go with the homemade blade aimed straight at your shots. I don't suppose there'll be that much tissue left to let you blow your nose. And so it goes on, the contagion continues. It'll blatantly take every grain of the patience and latent frustration that's waiting within you. Skill. Let's take it back! Rome, the place I name as my home, made it my own, and I'll die before I see it overthrown. I'm one of the most valiant fighters. I'm known as Marius Titus. This city's in my blood, as valuable as my life is. With all of the troops, legions at hand, we're ruling a huge region of land, reaching through France and even Britannia. And for that we've seized it to thank for seizing the hand. I think of the man when I'm leading a siege, and I see that the ranks we need a command, eager to mangle the people as weak as we are grand. This isn't my kind of war, the thing that I'm fighting for. Gibbon's decline and fall didn't begin describing all the wicked things that Titus saw. His sight is raw, his eyes are sore, lies withdrawn with violent force, civilian killing with knives and swords. Now my kids and wife are torn asunder, souls all but plundered, a hunger for vengeance on the men responsible. I've called their number. I'm a lord of thunder, striding right in with the force and might of lightning strikes. I will never bore or tire of war or fighting. Rise! Welcome to the next generation. I hopped onto the net today, so I linked to the trailer for GTA. So straight away I press play and wait to be blown away. I saw a couple walk through the mist on the beach, the pink light blissfully sweet. You could instantly see the emission of heat, the sand on your feet, and wind from the sea. Joggers run past on the promenade, then the camera pans up long and hard. There's no mistaking it from the palms in the valley. We're in LA. GTA, San Andreas, a familiar name to the badass players, but as beautiful as it is, it could use a couple of clips, a gorgador, a smorgasbord, a butchered your bloods and crips, popping some clips. That was one of the best things. Hey, is that Carlton from the Fresh Prince? Loads of peeps on the hard streets, but no sign of a car thief. My God, I hope I get to actually drive a wind turbine. Sweet, I couldn't give a fuck for a crop duster. I wanna hit a cop with a knuckle duster. Don't psychoanalyze me. In real life, I'm quite nicey. I see Tai Chi and exterminators. Ever place hot coffee like a percolator? Not rock climbing and a driving range. Let's see more signs of guys in pain. I want an overload of action shots. Those moments happen lots. I know why we play GTA every day and simply cannot stop. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5. Isn't it exciting?
Good evening. Hello everybody, and welcome to everyone that's in the channel so far. 11 viewers when we go live. It's freaking awesome. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. I remember maybe 6 weeks ago, and we were lucky if we had double digits through the whole cast. And now we're going live again, and we're back to like 11 people when we hit live, which is freaking awesome. So seriously, hand on heart, thank you everyone for coming back in, finding the channel again, showing the support. It's incredible. How is everyone doing? How has your Tuesday the 2nd of June been? I was waiting for someone to come out with that guy. Excited to reveal the big news, I know, right? That's what's drawing everyone in. That guy, no worries at all, buddy. It's absolutely fine. The big news. The amount of messages I've got through today. It's like, what's the news? What's the news? Tell me the news. Please tell me the news. I need to know. Wiley reckons he's guessed what it is, but hasn't said because he's worried he's not right. Juice playing Vanilla WoW. Nice. Is that, I know, a custom server? Whoa, all the Kappas. Nice, Juice. I might have to look into that. Chris, the world ended because the Banham hit me last night and parents forced me off. No worries, but it's absolutely fine. Playing GTA 5, which I've owned for 2 years for the first time. Nice one, Tom. I think the plan for the rest of this week, like I'm pretty sure we're going to wrap up Bioshock 2 tonight. Looking at how much is left to play through, we'll probably finish it off today. So the plan is tomorrow and Friday we'll be checking out GTA 5 on PC. It was very kindly gifted to us by Slade yesterday. I got that installed after the cast yesterday, or like 62 gig of it. So that's installed and ready to go. I've not even loaded it yet, but we'll probably be playing that tomorrow. Rather than start Bioshock Infinite kind of midweek. So we'll do GTA tomorrow and Friday, and then next Monday we'll start Bioshock Infinite. I'm out of then. Stick to the schedule we've been on the last few weeks. And yeah, like I wanted to get back into WoW. I always kind of want to go back to WoW. Like we tried out Star Wars Old Republic 2 weeks ago. And it was good, like I enjoyed it, but there were some restrictions because it's obviously free to play, and I was aware it was free to play when I went into it, so I was kind of always waiting for that one thing that was going to make the free to play really kind of be noticeable. And unfortunately, for some reason, I had a load of kind of legacy gear when I loaded the game up. I had like 20 slots of inventory taken up by this legacy gear. And I wore 10 of it, and then I had 10 that I just chucked because I was never going to use it. And then I slowly replaced that legacy gear with kind of quest gear because I didn't have the equipment to level up the legacy gear to make it worthwhile. But I didn't want to throw it away. So I was carrying it around in my inventory. And your inventory by default is about 30 slots. So that's 10 of them taken up with just armour. So I was always waiting to get to the point where I could find a bank system and drop off this armor. And after kind of 3 or 4 hours and getting through the whole tutorial section, we hit the hub area, and there was the bank, and I went to use it, and you're not allowed on a free account. You have to pay to get any kind of bank access. And you have to pay the subscription fees. It's like £10 a month or something. So that really put me off, like not being able to use any kind of storage system other than your inventory without having to pay the subscription was kind of a big turn off for me. And like I said, I knew it was free to play. I was waiting for that one thing to come up that was going to be like, oh, this is a bit of a pain in the ass. I was expecting it to be like, you can craft one item every hour, or you can pay £5 to craft more, kind of thing. And then when it became the storage system, it was just like, oh, this is a little bit too restricted. So that kind of put me off, and we're not really going back to it. Hey Ryushi, how's it going, buddy? Can you please explain the thing that allows us to order takeout for you? Yes, let me get the link. The one thing I will say about this, Brooklyn, before I start, is that in order for this system to work, you have to have at least 2,000 followers. Otherwise, it will not let you sign up for it. So it's like, as soon as I hit 2,000 followers, I'm going to be applying for it. Ryushi, how's it going? But yeah, I'll find the link. So this is the link for TreatStream, which is the program that Brooklyn's talking about. So you've got to be over 17. You need to live within the US, Canada, or the UK. You need to have 2,000 plus stream followers. That's the one big stipulation. Other than that, you can apply for it, and obviously if you meet the requirements, then they'll look at it and hopefully let you sign up for it. But essentially what it does is you put a link onto your channel, and the way it works is, I'm trying to find the link. So as a caster, you can select what foods you want to be on your list, and then your viewers can go in, and it does limit it. It limits it to kind of 1 every 8 hours or something, so that people don't just spam you with food. But yeah, you can select anything from their list of, you know, applicable takeaway places, and yeah, your viewers can go in, they can pay for it. You've put your details in, so it doesn't need to ask for your address or anything like that. You put all that information in when you make your account, and then yeah, your viewers go in to the website, they click on your name or on your kind of specified link that you put in your channel, and then yeah, they order food and it turns up at your house, and it sounds awesome. But yeah, like I say, when I hit 2,000 followers, it's one of the first things I'm going to sign up for. Ryushi, I'm doing very well, thank you, buddy. Some big news to announce tonight, which I will get to in just a minute. He's coming to America to live in my stream house. Ryushi, that would be awesome. Melody streams, I'm going to come into your house and eat all your food. If we didn't live on the other side of the world, I'll take you up on the other first. It's moving back to parents in a few months. Yeah, it will be a good time to do it. That guy, you're always welcome to give me any game. I'm in a position where I never say no to games, or donations, or Patreon subscribers, or anything like that. If I have enough patrons in my house, we could buy a bigger house and have a grotto. Sounds good. Donate Ryushi. Alright, let's get to what people have been bugging me about all day. The big news. Let me just have a quick look what we got. 1, 2... Okay, there's 2 of the other guys involved in the chat at the moment, so we'll get some hype built. But yes, so the big news that you're all waiting to hear. Over the last few months, I have been trying to work out a way of getting a better networking system, I guess, for myself and for the guys on this channel, with other casters on Twitch. Guys like Tobash, guys like Tellurian, other awesome casters that I've been following, well, in Tellurian's case, for I don't know, a year, 18 months, somewhere around there, as long as I can remember. And Tobash, I've only been following you a few weeks, but you're freaking awesome, so everyone should go and follow him anyway. Join that Wombat army. But yeah, so that's what I want to do personally. I want to be able to network more with the other casters and their communities and try and get involved a bit more. But I'm not in a position where I'm able to. During the day I'm looking after my little boy, so I can't really spend my whole day on Twitch. In the evenings, I cook the dinner, or help cook dinner, sit down with Claire and Ethan and spend a few hours together. They go to bed at 9 o'clock, which is when I start streaming, and that's the time I get on Twitch. The time I can spend on Twitch, I spend streaming, pretty much. So that makes networking really difficult, and that's kind of a big impact on the growth on Twitch. There we go. So yeah, that's the issue that I have in growing this channel outside of the channel itself and the Facebook and the Twitter, is that I don't have the ability to network with other casters as much as you almost need to be able to grow on Twitch. So over the last few months I've wanted to find a way to improve that, and one thing that I thought of a few weeks ago was to try and get casters together and do a multi-stream. I've done a few before. I've done a multi-stream with ICDJ, did some Monster Hunter. There's been a few small multi-streams that I've done in the past, and they tend to be quite successful. The thing with the multi-stream side of things is that you rely on everyone involved sharing out the multi-stream, and that's like the most important thing. It's all well and good casting with other people, but if everyone involved doesn't share out everyone else's streams, you're basically just streaming yourself. And I've found in the past that I have jumped into a multi-stream, and I've been promoting the multi-stream link all night, and the views don't really match up. I've had 8 or 9 viewers the whole night, and the other guys involved have had 30 or 40. So somewhere something's not quite going right. So what I'm thinking, and the idea that I had, and the thing that I've been in talks with a couple of other casters about, which is now pretty much confirmed, is once a month, on the last Friday of every month, we're going to be hosting a talk show, essentially. So yeah, once a week, once a month, last Friday of every month, we're going to be hosting a talk show, and it's going to be myself, it's going to be Tobash. But what I'm going to do, so yeah, it's going to be Tobash, it's going to be Tellurian, all the hype. It's going to be Lawthorn, and if I've got that right, yep, so there you go, they're the 4 other casters involved. So it's going to be myself, Ewok Fuzzy Nuts, Paul Lawthorn, Tellurian, and Wombat, and myself. 5 people. Once a month, we're going to get together, we're going to get naked, we're going to get drunk, and it's going to be hilarious. No, we're going to get a video call running, and everyone involved is welcome to stream it. I've stressed that from the start. This isn't me streaming with them in the chat. This is going to be everyone is welcome to stream it and promote it their own way and cast to their own channels and all that kind of thing. But the way I'm going to try and do it is we're going to get a video call running. I'm going to try and capture everyone's webcam video and then put it onto a scene on OBS, and then that way you can see everyone and get everyone's reactions and that kind of thing. And then I'm going to set up a multi-Twitch so that everyone who is casting is within one link, and like I say, I'm going to promote that on this channel and just have it kind of come up every 10-15 minutes so that you guys ideally click on the multi-Twitch link. You've got everyone's video loaded, everyone who is casting gains your view, so everyone is on +1 viewer, and hopefully everyone will come out of it slightly better. You know, the communities will cross over. You know, we might gain a few more followers from Tobash's channel, he might gain a few followers from here, Lawthorn might gain some, Tell might gain some, you know, and just try and cross the communities over as much as possible. And yeah, the chat show is basically just going to be very chilled out. It's going to be this kind of situation, so you know, this kind of scene that you've got at the moment, probably less of the clutter, but this is going to be pretty much it. And then we're just going to be talking about what we've done over the last month, really. We'll be kind of advertising games that we've played that have gone well, recommending games to avoid because they're terrible or you know, they haven't gone well at all. Upcoming games, whether it's big releases or indie games or kickstarts or you know, free to play or anything like that. Anything at all that the cast want to talk about. It'll probably be like 2 or 3 games each that we'll talk about, which means that we as casters can share the good experiences and the bad experiences with the games, and maybe stuff that's been a surprising success. For myself, you know, I Am Bread last week was incredibly successful. You know, I picked it up because it was cheap, and I thought maybe I'd get 5 or 10 viewers from it, and then we had 35 at one point. So, you know, that kind of thing, you know, something that you've played that you were just playing for the sake of it, and it turned out to be massively successful. Or the alternative, you know, play a AAA title that you thought was going to be really good, and it turned out to suck. And the aim that I've got in my head is for everyone to be able to improve their channels and grow their channels with the help of other casters at a similar level. You know, from what I've seen going into everyone else's channels, although the follow counts vary a little bit, the viewer count tends to be about the same. So we're obviously all at the same kind of level channel-wise. The qualities are very similar. Obviously the casting times are pretty much identical. So we're all at the same kind of point in the Twitch career. I know not everyone's looking at it as a career, but for the sake of argument, let's say Twitch career. And yeah, it's just a way of trying to build the community a bit. Like I say, get 4 or 5 different casters in, everyone benefits from it, everyone gains some knowledge from it, everyone gains recommendations for games and follow accounts and all that kind of stuff. And it's just an excuse to get 5 guys together and bitch about games and Twitch and life, really. That's what it's going to be. But yeah, so that's the big news. That's my plan. I've been thinking about it for a few months and not really had any self-motivation, I guess, to get it running. I think, like I say, last week I was just like, right, let's just get this done. Let's get it started, get the ball rolling. And in the space of 48 hours, I had 4 guys confirmed that wanted to get in on it, that were excited for it, liked the idea, and like I say, it's all guys that I've been following for a little while and are awesome. So I'm happy to share their channels with you. If you're not already following them, then like I say, click on all the links that came up earlier and give them a follow. But yeah, so over the next few weeks we're going to work out the technical details, things like the best way to get everyone's webcams in the same place. Someone recommended Google Hangouts because it's less resource intensive in terms of streaming 5 people's webcams over something like Skype, which can be a bit crazy in terms of usage, and also I'm a little bit wary of Skype, since I used it last time on stream and then my Skype account got hacked and I got charged for £200 worth of credit to call Hong Kong. So we're going to have a look into that side of things. But yeah, so that's the plan, that's the big news. I am going to be highlighting this first kind of 25 minutes of the cast, so that the announcement is as a highlight. So if you want to go back over it, or if you haven't been able to see it, if you're having buffer issues, or if people aren't here in the stream, then they can go back and view it at a later date. But yeah, it should be freaking awesome. I'm really hyped for it. Like I say, it's an idea I've wanted to do for a little while, and the big motivation for me was to try and get that networking and the community side of thing going, and doing so without having the luxury of the free time outside of casting, and the free time and the luxury of being in a caster group as well. Something that is already a set network of casters, because obviously that then gives you the benefits of being within that stream group. That guy, I did get your game. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. We're just wrapping up this bit, and then I will tell people what game you just gifted me. Well, I've never heard of it, to be honest. But yes, I mean, like I say, the technical details we need to work out. From what I've seen, everyone is able to do the day and the time and that kind of thing. We're looking to get the first chat cast on the 26th. Yeah, Friday the 26th of June. So we will be starting it this month. Like I say, I had no idea the turnaround for just the planning side of it was going to be this quick. So that's freaking awesome. Like I say, within 48 hours we had our first lineup. So yeah, I am massively hyped. So that should be pretty awesome. But that's the big news. That's what everyone's been hyped for all day. Like I said, the cast is involved. We've only known for about 48 hours, but the hype has definitely been there already. yeah, any casters that are involved, like say Tobash and Tel, you're on the channel at the moment, you are now free to go and advertise it anywhere and everywhere. Put an info box up on your channels, spam it out on Twitter, and you know, do whatever you want to do. Yeah, the cover is now lifted, so go nuts. Yeah, if everyone's available. Yeah, if everyone is available for this month, then we'll do it this month. Yeah, we'll get it started kind of as soon as we can. I'm expecting this Friday. Well, it would be this Friday, except this Friday isn't the last Friday of the month. Yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to get it sorted in time for this Friday. The reason I was going for the last Friday of the month is so that people have enough time to kind of put it into their schedules. Because although I kind of stream randomly, I know that there are a couple of guys involved who have a semi-schedule. So giving them a few weeks notice obviously gives them time to let their viewers know it's going to be slightly different and kind of add it into their schedule. But yeah, so that's the news, that's the announcement. Everyone go nuts. The reaction from what I could see whilst I was trying to look at the chat and talk at the same time was pretty good. So you guys seem hyped for it already. But yeah, I'm massively hyped for it. Like I say, we need to get it sorted. And yeah, the first one in the next few weeks. So let me just... right, so that's the announcement done. I've just stopped to make a note of the time so I can go back and highlight it later on so that it will be on the YouTubes. But yeah, so that's that bit done. In answer to everyone's question about what game that guy sent me, he has sent me a game called Takedown Red Saber, which I've never heard of. Let me have a quick look. Takedown Red Saber. A thinking person shooter, brutal, hardcore and deadly, like the real thing. Not for the faint-hearted, Takedown requires you to bring your A game. FPS fans looking for an ultra-hardcore experience only need apply. Okay, it kinda looks Rainbow Sixy. Yeah, I'm getting a definite Rainbow Six Vegas type vibe from it. It's official! Wow, that guy. This game has all of the bad reviews. It's got 4,749 reviews. It's mostly negative. 37% of the reviews are some kind of positive. We'll give that a go at some point. But yes, so that's all the news. That's the big announcement. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty hyped for it. I hope you guys are hyped too. As the date gets closer, I'll be sure to put up announcements and that kind of thing for it. And then yeah, we'll kick it off the end of this month. So it should be awesome. But for now, get over here. Load it Bioshock. We'll stop the music. Yeah, definitely that guy. I'll be up for that. Meant to be a realistic shit. That's the impression I get from the videos, like I say. It's got that Rainbow Six Vegas type feel to it, but just without the polish. Oh. Alright, let me turn that audio back up. So, alright, one back. No worries, buddy. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for getting involved with the project as well. Massive appreciation for that. And yeah, if I don't talk to you beforehand, are you casting tonight?
When night is creeping and I should be sleeping in bed.
Cast about an hour and a half. Yeah, so if I don't catch you before, then I'll try and swing by after I wrap up here and come and say hello. But yeah, thank you for the alert, buddy. Very much appreciated. Right, so for those who weren't here at the end of yesterday's cast, we are now kind of heading into the finale sections. So we've interacted with all of the NPCs we're going to interact with. We've dealt with all the little sisters. So we're all kind of wrapped up with the mini game side of things in terms of the protect the little sisters whilst they harvest and try and get their heads bashed in. We're heading to Persephone, which is a detention facility, to try and find Eleanor and Dr. Lamb and all the fun stuffs. Yeah, there's essentially two sections left. We've got Persephone Outer and the Central Persephone, and then that's pretty much it. So like I say, we should be wrapped up with this tonight. We're literally right at the start of Persephone Outer. We've come down the lift, had a message saying this is Persephone Outer, this is where it all is going to come to a head. And yeah, so let's go through. I really don't remember this section of the game at all. I've forgotten pretty much all of this game, which is quite nice. But it just kind of goes to show the difference between this game and like the original in terms of impact. I remembered pretty much all of the original game, and this one it's like I remembered maybe 2 or 3 sections.
I'm trapped in a cage. Something's wrong.
I wonder, Delta, do you know why you are here? Have you any idea what my daughter has given you? As I watch you now, I envy your ignorance. You still believe.
Oh, that was alcohol. We're going to get cookie dough. Nice. Stock up on armor piercing rounds. Fill your cravings at the circus of values. Yes, how is everyone doing today? Now that the announcement's been made and all the hype is real, how is everyone doing? How's your Tuesdays been? The upside down house.
Persephone, secret home of Sinclair Solutions. I bet against Andy Ryan's vision of harmony and rapture, offered him a quiet place to send anybody who wasn't working out, and now I'm sitting on my own private think tank. Technically, Utopia shouldn't have much use for a detention facility, but if you do business as long as I have, well, you learn to pick a brand name from the writing on the wall.
Doing very well. No one game I'm on about at the end of this month. And that's it. I'm eating cookie dough while watching a stream, as it's usually been. Ryushi, what's up, buddy? My Tuesday's been alright, thank you. I had a bit of a long day with Ethan. He's been in a bit of a funny mood today. It's been a little bit harder than normal, but it happens. He's coming up to, well, in fact he is 20 months today, so yeah, he is beginning to get a bit more of a strong personality with him, so we're trying to adjust to that, I guess, but it's still a good fun. Yeah, I wouldn't change it. And guys, just because it's just popped up in the channel, if you use Green Man Gaming at all to buy games, please bookmark the link that you just see come up there. That is for the affiliate link for Green Man Gaming on this channel. So any purchase you make through there, same as with Game Fan Shop or Amazon or G2A, you know, all the other affiliate accounts we've got set up. Yeah, make a note of it, bookmark that as your go-to Green Man Gaming page, and make use of it. We've got the discount code. If you scroll down, there should be the image that will send you straight through to the link. If not, click on the link you can see there, the really long, awkward link. Let me just go down and make sure that the picture is actually there now I've said about it. Yep, so the link is there. So like I say, if you're on PC, you can scroll down below the video. And yeah, you got a 20% off voucher there as well. So definitely worth checking out. And yeah, obviously, you know, it will be massively appreciated if you can use it if you do shop on that any of those websites. Yeah, it all helps support the channel. Alright, kind of bored. Leveling on WoW is kind of annoying. Feel like sitting around and watching your stream for a bit. It's been raining all day except for pure sunlight when I was trying to sleep at 6 AM this morning. I know, right? I really want to play WoW. I mean, like I say, about, well, probably this time last year. Yeah, it was about 2 months before Warlords came out. We did sign up for a month of World of Warcraft, with my intention being to get any viewers that played or wanted to play in the game, and get a guild set up for the Beanie Hatters, and you know, we'll get everyone together. We'll help with questing, help with the instances and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, we signed up for a month, and no one wanted to play. So yeah, that kind of ground to a halt. And it's one of those games, because it is the monthly sub for the full game. It wasn't something I wanted to keep paying for if I was going to end up not really streaming it, because no one else wanted to join in, kind of thing. Like, if I'm going to play a game like that, I want to get the community side of it running as well. You know, I want to get the guild set up. I want to play with you guys as viewers and get the community thing running in the game. But yeah, the monthly sub, like I say, it's one of those things that if the usage is there, I'm happy to pay it, or you know, try to find money to pay it anyway. But if it's just me kind of sat there spending 3 hours in queues trying to join instances and stuff, then it seems kind of pointless. And then obviously, you know, Warlords came out, so it's another £30 to buy the expansion to be up to date, and then the monthly sub on top, and that just got kind of too expensive for me. So, but yeah, I would love to get back into World of Warcraft. You know, the free-to-play games, we'll definitely try them out. Stuff like WildStar, when that goes free-to-play, we'll check it out. But I don't know if anything's gonna cure the itch, to be honest. Like when I was playing Old Republic a few weeks ago, I was enjoying Old Republic, but in the back of my head, I just wanted to play World of Warcraft. And it's the same actually. I've got Guild Wars 2. I've had Guild Wars 2 for, I don't know, 18 months, 2 years now. And I just haven't put enough time into it. You know, I enjoyed it, but again, I was just sat playing on my own. Even when I was streaming it, back at the time, I was only getting kind of 3 or 4 viewers on it. But I wasn't getting anyone to join the game with, so I was just sat kind of killing things and doing the normal kind of grindy automaton, just clicking the buttons type thing. I wasn't really enjoying the game. So again, if I'm going to get into an MMO, I want to join one that we as a community can get into to get the most out of it. And like I say, whatever we end up playing, whether it's World of Warcraft or Guild Wars or something like WildStar, the first thing we'll do is get a guild set up, and it will be a guild for the channel. But yeah, like I said, I would love to get back into World of Warcraft. It's just the cost of not only buying the latest expansion at £30 or whatever it is, but also then the £9 a month for the sub. I mean, you know, potentially the sub cost of it could come out of the Patreon money if I'm playing with other Patreons. What I don't want to do is use the Patreon money purely for something that the patrons aren't getting anything back from, really. I haven't tried Terra. I know of it, I don't really know much about it, but I recognise the name.
That's her, son, Eleanor Lamb. No matter what you might be feeling right now, this is business. Get that cage open. She's coming with us.
You are indeed, Tell. And like I say, you know, there is enough sub money there for me to do it, but I don't want to use the sub money. Essentially, you know, the way the Patreon stuff, the way I look at it is, it's money that you guys are paying me to stream. Essentially, you know, it's no different to subscribing to a partner channel.
That tank use the controls to
So I want to make sure
warranty
you
seal.
guys are getting entertainment back from the money you're paying for the channel. And like I say, something like World of Warcraft, if no one was interested in watching or joining me play World of Warcraft, then the last thing I want to do is spend the money you're paying the channel on something you have no interest in me paying for. However, if people are happy for me to spend the money on a subscription, then you know, I will set up a subscription for it and we'll check it out. Like I say, as it is,
What are you waiting for, kid?
I'm talking. Shut up, Sinclair. As it is, you know, like you say, Tell you'd be happy for me to spend that $5 on it, so that's half the subscription right there. The catch at the moment is, like I say, I'm only on Mist of Pandaria, so I'm on the previous expansion. So even if I was to subscribe again, we would be an expansion behind, which isn't an issue if everyone else is happy to play that content, but like I said, we wouldn't have the latest content available. And it's something I could save up for, you know, maybe a month, 6 weeks from now, we could pick up the latest expansion. But yeah, that's kind of the position that it's in. I would definitely be up for doing it. Like, I would love to get back into something like World of Warcraft. But yeah, that's my explanation of my view on it. Yeah, I'm stuck at 85, so I can do everything. I've got Lich King, I've got the Cataclysm map set, we've got the Pandaria expansion stuff, and I can access the raids and the instances from that. We just couldn't access anything from Warlords, which means any kind of phasing that's involved if someone is on Warlords, you know, that could potentially screw up the crossplay. So that's one thing I would have to look into, is whether, like you say, Tal, you know, whether you having the Warlords content affects the map at all. Because I would be on the previous version of the map. I don't know if me creating a party, having you in my party, would then lock you to my version of the phase or not. It's something that we'd have to look into. Again, you know, another reason why I haven't just jumped in and spent the money on the subscription and stuff. Because I don't want to do that and then it turn out that we can't play together because I'm on a previous version. So if that's not an issue, then yeah, you know, I'll sub to it tonight and we can get it running. But yeah, I will be limited to 85. I haven't logged into my character in like what, a year and a half. So I've got no idea what gear I've even got or anything like that. But yeah, I was at the point where I was starting to run heroic instances, hadn't touched any of the raid stuff, had run the raid finder on Cataclysm, but no standard raid difficulty stuff. But yeah, I didn't touch any of the raids in Mists. But yeah, I'd definitely be up for doing it if you guys were interested in me streaming that and you guys joining me. Like I say, the first thing we'd do is set up a beanie guild, and you know, we could make new characters, so I could make a new character, and you know, we could make sure that to start off we've got enough variation in the classes to level up quickly and do the instances within ourselves, and you know, try and build up the guild XP so we start getting the bonuses and that kind of thing. That would definitely be a high priority, to try and get more people involved. You know, we'll get the guild built and go from there. That guy, I appreciate the sentiment, I really do. You know, I always say, with the donations, with the Patreon stuff, You know, I genuinely appreciate everybody who is in a position where they can and want to subscribe to the Patreon stuff, or to donate, whether it's a game or whether it's a monetary donation. You know, every single thing is appreciated. But if you're not in a position where you can do that, and I know not everyone is, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, you being here in the channel and supporting and, you know, donating the occasional $1 game, you know, that's still showing your support in the way you are able to, which is absolutely awesome. If you can't afford to do anything and you just sit in the channel every night and you listen to me rabble on about, you know, anything and everything, and you laugh at me failing at games, that's still support. That's still an amazing thing for you to do, in my eyes, to help support me as a caster, as a growing streamer on Twitch, trying to get to a point where I can make some money off of this and maybe look at doing this instead of my crappy, annoying, irritating retail job. You know, it's all support. So never feel like you need to apologise for not being able to subscribe or donate or anything like that. If at some point you do come into some money and you want to donate a tenner, or you want to subscribe at $5 a month, you know, that's absolutely awesome, but don't feel like you have to. I never want you guys to put yourself out to try and donate to the channel or subscribe to the channel. You know, that isn't my intent at all.
How will she remember us after this moment? I have placed my pieces on the board, as expected, as have you. Is this what she hoped for? Mother and father, locking eyes. Yet still we are blind. Goodbye, Subject Delta. And take heart, for you, at least, have escaped your legacy.
I forgot about this fight. Get down. Yeah, that's one down.
Chambers waiting on you. Get in there.
Stuck up on the medkits.
What are you waiting for, kid?
Oh, Sinclair, I want to punch you in the face.
Look at her, Delta. 10 years, and still she dreams of you. Do you know why Eleanor brought you here? She wanted a father. So she found a way to restore you in body and mind. And she has been watching you ever since, exalting your every act as gospel. The girl lying on that bed is no longer my child, nor my life's work. She is a monster, shaped by you alone, just as she has always wanted.
20 seconds remaining.
But there is one detail of your mutual bond she failed to account for. Your body was designed to lapse into a coma when her heart ceases to beat. Eleanor.
Oh, snap. So that happened.
His body is shutting down now, naturally. But if he dies of trauma, he will return elsewhere. Full restraints at all times. No one enters this room until he expires.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I'm so sorry. Mother stopped my heart long enough to sever our bond. Staying near me won't stop you from dying now. Or worse. But I can still help you escape. This little sister's brought you something that will allow you to take control of her.
Wait, what? Oh, I really don't remember this game.
I know this feels a bit strange, Father, but now you can see through her eyes and tell her where to go. This is how I brought you back without Mother catching on. Now, first, let's get you out of here. Crawl through the vent there.
A nice one, that guy. And yeah, Steve, that please stand by. Which makes me want to play Fallout.
Good. Now, inside Mother's office, there's a way to unlock these chambers she's holding us in. Find a way to slip in there.
So this is where I just was. Hey, G-Man, how's it going, man? I have seen the announcement thingy, the countdown. All of the hype. It's been a day for hype today. So yeah, this is how the little sister sees everything. Yeah, Doom, I'm the same.
You're in. There should be a lever in here somewhere. Pull it, and it will unlock our cells.
Attention! Augustus Sinclair has been sighted within the facility. He will attempt to reach Subject Delta. All family duties are hereby suspended until he is found. Eleanor is changing as Delta draws closer. In her sleep, she mutters about having witnessed moments from his journey here. She is beginning to resist the moral conditioning. Eleanor's bond with Delta is turning her from the daughter of the people back into a rebellious child whose voice I do not recognize. Worse, I suspect Eleanor of direct involvement in his return. I fear that to separate them, I may have to take measures for which I will be unable to forgive myself.
What Mother did to me left me very weak, or I would do this part myself. To save your life, I'm going to have to change, to be like you. From here, you should be able to locate the pieces of a Big Sister suit. Please, bring them to me.
So I'm trying to find Big Sister parts. And please stand by. There's a place that we take Ethan that's kind of got a semi-50s theme.
Mother says that my condition is a blessing in disguise. She constantly reminds me that I was born for the express purpose of promoting her ideals. And now, she's trying to convince me to begin splicing with the same cocktail that drove Dr. Alexander mad. She thinks that my condition makes me immune to the damage. The surface is my only chance at freedom. Mother took the one person I knew from above and murdered him in front of my eyes. Father, if I could only find a way to bring him back.
Yes, there's a place that we take Ethan that's kind of got a very loose 50s theme. And we were there yesterday, and I swear like 3/4 of the music that they play over the Tannoy system is from the Fallout soundtrack. So every time I go there, I just want to play Fallout. I really want to stream Fallout, but I need to find a way of doing it that works when I have 2 monitors on. Welcome back, Wombat. The music they use in Fallout.
Get over here, you goddamn muppet!
I remember liking this bit. I thought it was pretty interesting the way they've done like the little sister vision, and then it pops back when you interact with stuff, so you can see what it actually is. Yeah, it's the music they use within Daddy Meets Dr. Gilbert. So this all changes depending how you play out, because these are all like me helping. So Dr. Gilbert was the guy that was in the tank that had mutated. So that's obviously me kind of pulling Dr. Gilbert out of the monster kind of thing and not killing him. And this one down here is Gracie, who was the first kind of NPC lady we run into, who had the walking stick, who tried to kill me, and then we saved her and she helped me escape.
10 years, Father, stuck in this fever dream. Mother kept me sedated in order to perfect my mind with Adam. To her, the ideal child is a genius, serving the common good without questioning it. You have saved me from that.
I'm pretty sure when I played it through on the 360 I did murder them all, but I noticed there was an achievement for saving everyone, like saving all the little sisters and not killing the NPCs, so I figured screw it, we'll do it that way.
Quarantined, but Mother's unaware of the extent of my connections to the new little sisters. I don't just empathize with them, I can control them directly. They are my hands and my eyes now. Betty, the other sisters are made from me in part. As they grow up in rapture, I feel it all. When you were with the little ones, they trusted you as their father because of me.
Ooh, Wombat, nice. I really need to play more Rebirth. I played the hell out of the original, and like got a Platinum God in it and everything. And I've got Rebirth, and I've had it since release. I just haven't put the time into it. Yeah, if I was at a point where I had everything unlocked, I'd definitely be up for races. But as it is, like I said, I've barely touched it, so races would be pointless. Yeah, I thought I was being clever and going further forward and, you know, finding extra stuff, but in fact I've just screwed myself over, so I've got to go all the way back. Against Sniper, nice. Yeah, I'm not sure why the splicers aren't attacking me.
The human animal, like the gene.
There's a piece of the suit in here, Father. Find the rest and bring them back to me.
We die in the futile attempt to make it so. I've treated them all. From career prostitutes to titans of industry. The only constant is dissatisfaction.
I suppose it could be mannequins. I just maybe want to punch them in the face even more.
Mother was right about one thing. I have been watching you, Father. Studying the way you have treated others. And now I know who I am. I am free. After everything Mother has done to me, I'm alive and sane enough to be curious about the sun. When you rescued my new sisters, I felt every one, and it gave me hope for the first time in years.
So again, this whole section changes depending on how you play through the game.
Now, I will do the same for all the others, starting with this one.
But yeah, Wombat, we'll definitely get a race running sometime.
We've done it, Father. I'll be there soon.
Like I said, I just need to work on getting more unlocks sorted out. So I really didn't get much unlocked in Rebirth.
These suits always did make me think of you, Father. I guess I still remember you in shining armor. But now it's my turn to fight for you.
Reunion and max plasmid slots.
Take this plasmid. You can use it to call me to your side in a fight.
Summon unknown, a big sister form to help even the odds in overwhelming battle.
Summon the big sister to fight by your side. Warning, nothing lasts forever.
Doosh. See again, Skyrim is a game that I never got around to finishing. I barely kind of scratched the surface with it. I did the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim and some of the Thieves Guild stuff, but barely touched the storyline. Another one I need to go back and play through. Always back up your save and get the unlock file for racing. That's very true. I could do it that way. For the sake of races, I wouldn't have a clue what half the power-ups do. But yeah, I'd be up for that.
Subject Delta, I know you can hear me. You have stolen my life's work, and with it, my only daughter. But Rapture is the house of monsters. The surface will not have us. And now, we shall be buried as a family, side by side.
Oh God, she's going to drop this building into the trench. It's miles deep. We have to find Sinclair.
This one died alone and afraid.
Blah, 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 blah. At least get platinum gold. Yeah, I will work through it at some point. I'll have to like dedicate some stream time to it and just keep playing it with the aim of getting at least platinum gold. Yeah, Skyrim doesn't end, but I haven't even finished the storyline. I'm fully aware that, you know, it's one of those games you never ever finish, but I haven't even got around to doing the storyline and the dragon side of things. So I'd at least like to get that done. But yeah, I've got all of them. Like same as, like I say, Doom, I've got all of them. I played Morrowind a long time ago. Oblivion, I did finish the storyline and really enjoyed it actually. And then yeah, Skyrim I have played quite a bit of, but just never around to finishing the storyline side of things. But yeah, as I say, I would love to play through the Fallout 3 and Fallout Vegas on stream, but whenever I've tried before, the games just don't play properly. And from what I've read online, it's because I've got a second monitor set up. So because I use the second monitor for the chat and that kind of thing, it breaks the full screen on Fallout. And I can play at Windows, but it doesn't lock the mouse cursor into the window. So you spend half of your time moving left, and I end up on the second screen, and that then breaks the game, and you know, it's just far too much hassle. The only alternative is that I use a controller, but I would much rather use mouse and keyboard for Fallout because I've got it and it'll be easier than using the controller. But if it comes to it, I will use the controller, I'd just rather not. But I don't know if there's a way of doing it the way I want to, really. So
This is Sinclair's lifeboat, Father. Out the window here. It's our only chance of escape. From what I know of Sinclair, he wouldn't just abandon it.
Yes, Delta. What of Sinclair? The man who would sell paradise. And where is he now?
Warning. A security curfew is now in effect. All cells and bulkheads are sealed until further notice.
This facility hangs over an ocean trench, Delta. The family has activated timed charges within its foundations. Surrender before detonation, or we shall fall and be crushed in the abyss below.
Mother has locked all of Persephone down, including the gangway leading to the lifeboat. We can reverse it from the holding wing if we hurry. Come on! Use the plasmid if you need me, Father. I'm going to have a look around.
Subject Delta has escaped. Eleanor Lamb has turned on her own people. Stand and fight, or the Rapture family falls together.
I wish I had an overlay thingy. I can't remember, to be honest. I know I did try a couple of potential fixes and none of them really seemed to work. I would just really love to stream the games. I absolutely love the Fallout series. I loved playing through them before, and I would love to play them again. I just need to find a way to do so that is enjoyable for me to stream and works for you to watch.
You out of Rapture, Father. It's the only way I can save you now.
Looks like Sinclair's been ousted. He wasn't slick enough to avoid the boot this time. But at least it wasn't a firing squad. Lamb proved she's got the ear of the general population down here. So it'd probably be prudent to play along for a while, see where this goes. She says she'll let me keep my little fiefdom here in holding. Dogs I treat to help supply her therapy sessions. No qualms there. These solid buggers could use some rehabilitation.
Beginning admission sequence.
Don't you recognize Sinclair, Delta? Now he is what you should have been. One final Alpha series, ready to die for the family. As Persephone's former owner, he is the ideal man to put you back in your cage.
Mother's controlling Sinclair, Father, and he's got the master key. Catch him!
Kid, lamb's in my head. I can't help myself. I have to fight just to talk. Left me my goddamn tongue to torture her bomb codes out of me. She wants me to stop.
Sorry, you can continue that train of thought in a moment.
You leaving? I'm sorry.
I haven't tried that. You mean like the INI files and stuff, right? I have considered it, but I wouldn't know how to get it to ignore the other window, to be honest. I have a very vague understanding of the INI files and obviously the obvious options like resolution changes and graphics options and that kind of thing, but past that I wouldn't want to mess about with it too much.
suspended over a pit with no hope of release. And what's our charge? Ryan has no room for differences of opinion in his precious rapture. I hope the whole place comes crashing down around his ears.
But yeah, like I say, I wouldn't know where to start with changing those kind of options. Not without some heavy googling anyway.
Someone's sneaking up.
Armored shell 2, nice. I'm looking forward to playing through Bioshock Infinite again. Again, I've only played it through the once. I just remember really enjoying it.
Eleanor, I know you can hear me. I am inside Sinclair's lifeboat now. Delta cannot reach me here, but you can. You need not die with him. We shall return to the surface together, if you will only step inside and accept your duty. Remember, Eleanor, Mummy loves you.
Ah, yes. Mother's testing me. One last game. Fortunately, by now, I'm the world's foremost expert at breaking her rules. I've made my choice, Father. And if needs be, I'll die for it.
Yeah. Hey Ida, what's up? Got a bit of an Antichrist moment going on there. Alright, no worries. If you just want to chill for a bit, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, just know that we're here if you want to have a run. And the stream's going good, thank you. The announcement at the start of the stream tonight was, I would say, successful. People seem pretty hyped for it, which is always a good start. We are in the final sections of Bioshock 2.
Kid, I'm sorry. I've locked you in here. Lamb's making me dance on her goddamn strings. I can't stop. You're gonna have to break in here and put me down. Wish there was another way, but I'd rather die a man than live like this.
God, he's right, Father. Mother's betting you'll die in here, or that I'll abandon you before the bombs detonate. We can't save Sinclair now. We need that key from him. Find the code to the watchtower, or work out a way to draw him out.
Right, let's catch up. I love Dishonored. Yes, I have started Dishonored before. Played it for a little bit. It's actually like the first YouTube videos I ever uploaded were the first like 4 missions of Dishonored, and I will definitely be going back to it. I never finished it. You'll find a running pattern with games that I play. But yeah, I think it's going to be the next game that I play through after the Bioshock series. So we're going to finish this. We're going to play through Bioshock Infinite. We'll take a week off and play something random just to come down from Bioshock and have a chat about Bioshock and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll probably go straight into Dishonored the following week. Doom, found a mod that might fix your issue. Ooh, let me know. Message me on Steam or something. Something that, will still be here when I finish up the stream. Because if you put it into the chat, I'll notice it now, but I won't necessarily remember about it. Whereas if you message me on Steam, then it'll just be a message that's there, so when I finish streaming, I can still read it. Ida, yes. The big announcement. Thank you very much. I will check that out later on. The big announcement, Ida, is an idea that I've been having for a few months now, but not really worked out a way of taking it any further. Last week I thought, you know what, screw it, let's just go for it. Messaged a few casters, Tellurian, Wombat, Lawthon, and Ewok. With the proposal of the last Friday of every month, we will get together on some kind of voice chat, whether it's Skype or Google Hangouts or something. Ideally something we can see everyone's webcams on as well. We'll capture it in the same way. If any of you watch It Me JP when he does his Dungeons and Dragons type streams, he basically has kind of the webcams for the players. He'll have like 5 webcam slots dotted around the screen, and then he'll have chat in the middle or something like that. Some variation on that kind of idea, so everyone is visible. We'll get a multi-twitch running for everyone that's casting at the time, so that everyone can use that multi-twitch, so that all the viewers are shared out for everybody. The main goal I have in my mind is for us to kind of start building a community, not just within this chat, but within the casters that are involved. I'm not doing this just to build this channel up. I'm doing this with the intention of helping out the community members that have come in, the other casters that we've started hanging out with, and everyone benefiting from it. So yeah, that's my goal going in. We're just going to talk about games. We're going to talk about games that we've played on stream over the last month, games that are coming out in the next month, whether it's AAA titles, whether it's tiny little indie games, whether it's stuff on Kickstarter that you want to advertise and you think is a good idea, any games that have streamed well, any games that have failed horribly, any kind of advice basically. It's going to be a way for us as casters to get together, to share ideas, to talk about what's gone well and what hasn't, and just try and build the community up. My goal is to kind of get a stream team together before we have the option of being partnered with Twitch and physically creating a group of casters. I want to get a bigger community together, a way of networking between everybody, and kind of almost not a priority, but yeah, just a stream group, so that when people do raids and that kind of thing, maybe we'll look at people within our community first before going out and raiding others, and trying to support each other as casters and as communities to get everyone to grow bigger and to work towards whatever kind of goal the individual has. am a long way off, but I would love to at some point apply for partnership on Twitch and be able to do this as a job. You know, the Patreon is a huge step in that direction for me. The support through Patreon is way more than I ever thought I would get when I set the Patreon page up. And that's with a couple of people dropping their current subscriptions because of real life. You know, at one point we were about halfway to earning enough through Patreon each month to consider doing this instead of my job. But you know, that's my goal for this channel. I would love to get to that kind of point. The first thing I would do if I was partnered is make a stream group and invite casters that I've been hanging out with, you know, just people that are in here. You know, you've got Tellurian, you've got Tobash, Doomhammer as well. You know, when I get the opportunity, I'll pop into his chat, and he obviously hangs out a lot here. You know, you guys would be kind of top of the list to be invited if I ever had the opportunity to make a Twitch stream group. As it is, until one of us gets partnered, you know, that is out of the question. But yeah, you know, tell what you say about Steam. You know, we can definitely set up a Steam group to get others invited into, or you know, just remember that we are kind of setting up for an unofficial stream group. And you know, when you go in for a raid, or you know, on the Twitter Follow Friday hashtag stuff, you know, you don't have to do it every time. You know, I'm not saying if one's on you have to go and do it, but just a group of people to consider towards the top of the list when it comes to things like raids and shout outs and that kind of thing. And obviously, you know, this is dependent on trying to support each other off cast as well. So, you know, if you have half an hour to hang out on Twitch and you just want to lurk somewhere, you know, consider lurking in one of the group channels before anything else. You know, like I say, this isn't just me trying to grow this channel. It's very much, I want to get the community running. I want to get a group running. And as I say, you know, during the cast, when we're actually doing the chat show type thing, I will have a multi-Twitch link set up for everyone that is casting at that time, and I will be promoting that within this chat. You know, I'll be spamming the link in and encouraging everyone that's sat in this chat to open up that multi-Twitch so that everyone that's casting gets that +1 viewer. And like I say, my hope is that you guys would be up for doing the same thing, and everyone gets pushed towards this multi-Twitch link. And you know, all you have to do is tell people to mute all but one of the videos, because otherwise you're going to get the duplication on the audio. You can see everyone's chat because it has all the videos and all the chat boxes below, so you can see what everyone is typing and what everyone's talking about. And yeah, you know, that's my goal. That's what I want to get out of this endeavour. That's what I've been thinking as I've been working out in my head, and that's what I'm going to be holding on to going forward. Is we're trying to build a group. We're trying to get this network set up. And like I say, you know, maybe eventually we will get to a point where one of us gets partnered, and we can then look at setting up a full stream group. But yeah, so like I said, that was the big announcement. That's what we talked about for about half an hour at the start of the stream.
Son, I built this place, and I did rent you out to those plasma trials up at Fontaine. And now I'm paying for it. Oh, wish I had time to make amends. Take the lifeboat. It's all yours. Just don't leave me like this.
But yeah, you know, I am going to go back and highlight the first kind of half an hour of this stream and put it up onto YouTube. So if you did want to go back and actually watch the announcement and the reveal with the chat reactions and that kind of thing, then you'll have that option.
Stop trying to speak. I heard that. Walk through the valley of the fire of death, over the stone road.
The chat just stood there and watched. Yeah, pretty much.
Free will, Delta. Eleanor's gift to you. And with each decision, you twisted her into your own image. Sinclair has no such choice. Yet in its absence, he serves the world unerringly. He is now the better man.
I caught a glimpse of the warden entering the code to the tower today. Last two digits were 7 and 3. Didn't catch the rest. Maybe I can just figure it out, trial and error. Wonder how long that'd take.
Good, good. I can see the back door's open. I'll try to get something in here to pick a fight. It's gotta be a real threat, I think. Good, good, son. That's half the code. Now find the rest. Maintenance tunnel, yes. I remember. That could get you near enough to lure me out. Try it, kid. Hurry.
Wait, where the hell did you come from?
When you do me in, kid, don't blame yourself. I won't be able to stop from trying to gun you down, but it helps to know that you'll stick it to lamb after and let young Eleanor see the sun.
Hey, Murphy, it's Dodge. A little birdie told me you found out the warden's code. Send a message to my cell in Block A, telling me where you hid the code. And I'll consider your debts paid. The warden's ignored my warnings for far too long. I'm taking this into my own hands. I secured a hack tool to nullify his turrets and subvert the bots. I also figured out the code. It's 2-6.
That's the full code, kid. You've done it now. Now just come on in here and put me down easy.
I don't know. Like, I will put some mods on, I'm sure. I don't know how heavily I'll mod it though. I mean, like I said, I may well need to mod it just to get it running properly. But yeah, I'll have a look past that. See what kind of mods are available. I'll probably see if I can improve the graphics side of things. Your damage by element attacks, you gain a small amount of Eve. Okay.
Do you not see, Delta? You were a thing of beauty when first we met. Non-conscious, yet utterly vital to your city. The flaw was only in your master's intent. It is an error we have corrected in Sinclair. He is bonded to the entire family.
It's time to leave this place. I held out hope for months that I'd see my family again. But it seems like this rope is my only ticket to freedom. I'm sure Ryan has seized the bookstore. No telling where Gloria and Billy will have to live. Can't seem to form a complete thought anymore. Can't sleep with the glow coming in the windows. Things out there watching us. Maybe I'll get to sleep now.
63 mods. Damn. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, as soon as he's old enough, we'll start getting him on stream and having him play games and that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'd want to put graphics on, and there might be a few gameplay mods that I want to put on. Yeah, man, send me a link for them anyway, because I'll check them out. Like I said, I'll have a look at what's available and kind of pick mods out from there. I probably won't go too heavy on the mods to start with, because I won't know like how my system will handle it. Obviously Fallout 3 shouldn't be too painful, but Vegas might be a bit more of an issue. Oh, I'm so hyped to get this chat show running. In the back of my head is all I'm thinking about. Like, it's just, it's there.
Sinclair is moving, Father. Track him down. We need that key. Now, Father, I'm afraid that ending the lockdown means releasing all the prisoners. So please, be ready before you use that key on the override switch.
Like I say, I mean, playing Fallouts aren't an issue. I've played through them before and not had any concerns whatsoever. It's just as soon as you start adding the mods on, obviously it adds a whole other kind of impact on it.
Lamb's attention seems to have drifted from my prisoners to her daughter. Guess she figures they're irredeemable. Now I got guys clamoring for the next fix of Adam, and I've got full teeth to squeeze any out of the good doctor. Guess I'm lucky her treatment's been them too weak to storm the tower, or they'd have my guts for garters.
That one. So urgent by myself in the mirror. The audience went wild. Yeah, I get that. I'd go wild. But yeah, it should be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. How the hell do I get in there? What kind of PC do I use? Yeah, all the specs are down below the video if you are on PC. In case you are on mobile and you can't access that information yet. I have an AMD Phenom 2 X6 1090T processor. We've got AMD ATI HD 6870 graphics card. 12 gig of RAM, various sizes and speeds hard drive, hey Slade, how's it going, buddy? It's peanut butter jelly time. Aha, that's where I hadn't been yet. How's it going, Slays? How's your Tuesday been? Okay, can I actually not, get through there? It doesn't look like it. Was a good day for you? Awesome stuff. Fine, we'll go back round. After all that.
Sinclair died a hero of the Rapture family, Delta. Was he a friend to you, or just a tool? Can you even grasp the difference? And Eleanor, you have chosen Subject Delta over your mother, your people, and the duty of your birth. So be it. You believe this craft will carry Delta to safety, like a spoiled child with a new toy. I have no choice but to take it away.
Curfew lifted. All cell blocks open. All bulkhead seals.
I'm going to head out and do my streaming thing. Thanks for your streaming. I'll see you later. Definitely one, but take care, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being involved in the hype. And yeah, I will catch you later, buddy. Have a good stream. Hey, Walk, how's it going, man? So Bethesda wants me to get nothing done today. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to be sat watching that countdown on my phone. Let's pause the game again. We're having one of those casts. It's fine. And yeah, Slade wasn't here at the start of the stream, so he probably hasn't seen the news. But yes, the big news, like I say, I'll be highlighting the whole reveal at the start of the stream. So, yeah, they will be up on YouTube if you want to watch it back later on. But to summarise it, as of this month, on the last Friday of every month, we will be doing a live chat show, talk show type thing. Myself, Ewok, Wombat, Tellurian, and Lawthon as well. We're all going to be teaming up. We're going to be streaming a live chat show. We're going to be talking about games that we've played that month, games that are coming up next month, anything that we want to advertise in terms of, you know, potential multiplayer opportunities, any successful Twitch events that have happened. Podcast. We'll go with podcast. I keep thinking podcast in my head and then say chat show. Podcast makes more sense. But yeah, it's basically just me a way of networking a couple of different casters together, hopefully sharing the communities out, sharing the viewers out. As I've said before, you know, personally, I'll have a multi-Twitch link set up for everyone who's casting, that I'll be promoting in this chat. So everyone who's in here will be getting spammed with this multi-Twitch link to encourage you guys to load up that link and support everyone who's involved. The way the multi-Twitch works, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a link that contains all of the casters that you want to support. So in this case, it would be something along the lines of multitwitch.com/ChrisAkira/Tellurian/Ewok/Lawthon/Wombat. One big link. You open it up and it will load up 5 different videos on the same tab. So you're supporting every single caster just by having one tab open. All you need to do is mute all but one, because we're all going to be chatting at the same time, so you don't want 5 audios on. That guy, take care, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donation of the game as well. We will check that out at some point. Can't tell you when, but we'll check it out at some point. And take care, buddy. But yeah, so mute all the videos but one, so you only get one lot of audio come through. But it also loads up all 5 chats as well, so you can see everybody's chat, get involved. You can see what's going on in all the channels, but only have one window open, essentially. So it's quite useful from that point of view. And like I say, it just helps support every caster that's running as well. Rather than just sitting in one channel, only supporting one caster, your view counts for each of the casters individually. So everyone benefits from it. You know, you get the opportunity to follow potentially new casters you've not checked out before. And you know, it's just a way of bringing the communities together, getting a stream group running without the opportunity of being partnered and setting up an official stream group. So it should be good. I don't know how the other guys feel, but one thought I have had just through tonight is to maybe, bearing in mind we'll be live anyway, is maybe getting people to have the option of tweeting questions and that kind of thing. So nothing completely random, but you know, in relation to games that we've played or upcoming releases, or just have you heard of this game, what do you think about it, that kind of thing. Try and get some viewer interaction from that point of view as well, rather than purely us sat and chatting, which will be absolutely fine. And like I say, between the 5 of us, I'm sure we'll be able to fill a couple of hours. But you know, maybe having that input from the community as well, having the option of them asking us questions. You know, we don't have to answer all of them. We can pick and choose a few each, or whatever you want to do. Just another thought I've had tonight since I've been talking about it. Yeah, have a hashtag running for it, that kind of thing.
Oh no. Mother's turned her attention to the lifeboat. We must go there, now.
Whoa, hi there. Bob, yeah, it's a difficult one because this will be the third separate time it's been asked. But essentially, like I said, I will be highlighting the whole reveal from the start of tonight's cast, so you can go back and watch it. But essentially, there's a group of 5 of us so far who are going to be running a monthly podcast type stream on Twitch, so you can watch us, but it's going to run like a podcast. We're just going to be chatting about Twitch, about games that we've played, upcoming titles that are coming out, whether it's AAA, whether it's indie, whether it's Kickstarter stuff that you think is worth supporting. And just, it's going to be a community of casters to help each other out, share experiences, share, like Slade just said, you know, any tips and tricks and that kind of thing. We'll have the option, I think, looking at a quick response to the reaction to the comment I just put through, having a hashtag set up for people to tweet in potential questions to any of us on the cast. Yeah, anything like that. It's just going to be a general yeah, just a general podcast talking about Twitch and casting and games, and yeah, just trying to build an unofficial stream group to support the community, really, and build up a new community of casters. Slade Axe will be our resident DJ. I'll be up for that, having him streaming in the corner.
Every moment tears Eleanor further from me, Delta. Soon, this father obsession will end her. You have left me without want. Before you die, I will take all that you hold dear. Sinclair is just another body in your wake.
Boo. Okay. Yes, follow all the casters involved. Go and give them a follow now so that you're set and ready to go. And obviously, you know, if one of us isn't online and you want to watch someone awesome, then it will give you a long list of casters. There we go. But yes, go and follow all the people. Yeah, definitely Slade. You know, I think we'll just get the first one done, and we'll get the setup there, and then once we've tried one and we know how it works and what kind of spacing and stuff we've got, we'll look at maybe getting the music side of it in as a background. 2 files off 300, nice. Well, again, you know, that kind of thing. That's why we're trying to get the community running.
Use the plasmid. I can help.
I don't want you to help. Leave me alone. But yeah, I am massively hyped for it. I'm going to keep saying it all month until it happens, but I am massively hyped for it. It should be absolutely awesome. Oh, okay. But yeah, I saw, you know, a couple of the guys saying that they're hyped for the podcast stuff, but never had the opportunity to get in one, or used to do them and missed them. So yeah, there were 1 or 2 of the guys who I messaged that were straight away like, yeah, screw it, I'm in. Just no questions, no fuss, straight off the bat. Yep, I'm in. Sign me up. Job done. So that was awesome. Like, I had the idea, and I really didn't know how popular it was going to be, and like how people would react to it when I invited them. And like I say, straight off, people are just, yeah, screw it, I'm in, let's do it. So that's absolutely awesome, and that's really encouraged me to get on it as well. This month is going to take forever now. I'm just going to be waiting, counting down the days.
I was afraid of this. Mother has bombed out the ballast compressors, Father. The lifeboat will be too heavy to launch. Unless... let me think. I think I can boil away the water and get the lifeboat to rise, but I can't generate that much heat alone. It's time to recruit the rest of Mother's little sisters. We're taking them with us. Head to the pediatric wards.
Yeah, last Friday of every month. I have a multi-part goal.
I won't let her take you from me again, Father. Hold on.
Yeah, everyone said that the last Friday of each month shouldn't be an issue. And it'll be the same kind of time that we normally cast as well. So, you know, you won't have to be around on a different day or at a different time or anything like that. It will just be when the cast normally occurs on a Friday.
This is not a sermon. I will offer no insight. Every word I speak, you already know.
Mother's people are starting to detonate the charges. We don't have long.
God, I love the spear gun. It's just so good. Oh, I didn't mean to have that plasmid out. Oh well, she's here now.
With this damn faulty memory of mine, I need to record a clue so I don't forget the key code. Brown legs, red mouths, blue arms, green eyes. Now to secure this log somewhere.
Saturday off. Well, that was my thinking as well. You know, for the people involved, it's leading into the weekend. You know, it takes out the risk of work being in the way to a degree. What was it? Brown legs.
Damn faulty memory of mine. I need to record a clue so I don't forget the key code. Brown legs, red mouths, blue arms, green eyes. Now to secure this log
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brown legs, red mouths.
With this damn faulty memory of mine, I need to record a clue so I don't forget the
I
key
don't
code.
know.
Brown legs, red mouths, blue arms,
5243 maybe? No. Off we go. No unauthorized use of equipment, no contact with inmates, no loose clothing or long hair.
My father was a physician. He
Oh, hi.
raised me not to echo him, but to model the world as it ought to be. I was to teach a simple moral calculus. Each choice as though the world must bear it. Each life or death for the common good. He called it the triage imperative, and would laugh without smiling.
Ewok, I prefer Bioshock 1 to Bioshock 2. You press the button and you see boobs, but the guy dies.
Utopia. Said aloud, it evokes heaven on earth. Yet the word means both.
We're almost to the pediatric ward. I expect we'll be fighting our way inside.
Right, let me pause it because I keep getting distracted. So yeah, I prefer Bioshock 1 to Bioshock 2. Bioshock 1 was nice because it was original to a degree. You know, it's the first of the series. The storyline was incredible. Like, just the mechanics of it. We spoke about it when we finished up Bioshock 1, so there will be spoilers now if you haven't played through it or saw the playthrough when I played through it. So I'll put my thumbs up when I've stopped talking about spoilers. So if you want to mute the audio, you can. And then I'll put my thumbs up when it's good to turn it on again. But yeah, you know, the whole would you kindly mechanic in Bioshock 1 was a brilliant way of controlling the linear level design. So although the levels are quite big, it was always a case of, you know, you needed to go to point A to find a code for point B, and they explained that with the would you kindly. You know, it was straight from the bat. You know, before you even step out of the first bathysphere, you can't open the door until you pick up the radio, and the way they explain that is with the would you kindly pick up the radio, would you kindly find something to defend yourself with. And once you hit that reveal, it all makes so much sense, and it was such an amazing piece of storytelling, in my opinion. I've struggled to find anything that comes close to that level of depth and forethought in the story. This one, like you say, it was a different team. I think this one also suffered with the inclusion of the multiplayer side of things. You know, Bioshock worked incredibly well as a single player game. The inclusion of the multiplayer wasn't necessary. It definitely just felt tacked on to the end of it. And it bugged me because I'm very much a single player game kind of guy. You know, I will play multiplayer games. I've played co-op games, stuff like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, you know, Daisy. I do play multiplayer games, but a game like this, I want it to be single player, and I want it to just be single player. And I think this suffered because of having the multiplayer side of things tacked on. And, you know, that on top of it being a different team that did it, it doesn't work as well in my opinion. It's still a great game. It just doesn't really kind of stick with you. Like as we were playing through Bioshock 1 on stream, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this bit, and it turned out I remembered most of the game. You know, the big storyline stuff I remembered flat out. But you know, going through the areas, it was like, oh yeah, I know what's coming here, I know what's coming here, and the whole thing just stuck with you. Whereas playing through this one, I'm like, I don't remember any of this. Like we've had entire sections of the game that have just, apparently I just glazed over when we played through it before. And you know, I'd say 80% of the game I just have no recollection of.
I shouldn't be allowed to wander the city in my condition. But without going outside, it's harder to hear much about the world. So I'm learning at home. This, I think, is a porcelain tea service in the style of Louis XV. Isn't that right? Now that's a fascinating sound. And this is called a stained glass window, handcrafted by your adoring flock. They've gone to a lot of trouble to capture your likeness, haven't they?
But yeah, I think, like I said, that's why I personally prefer Bioshock 1 to Bioshock 2. Bioshock 2 is still a great game. It almost feels like it's lacking something when compared to Bioshock 1, and that's a bit of a shame. I think they kind of took a step back in the right direction with Infinite. But I think one of the biggest criticisms that I've heard about Infinite, it's not necessarily one I share, but they almost changed it too much. Tends to be a common argument that I see. You know, completely changing the setting. Damn security bot. Oh no, didn't want to do that. Let's try and hack.
When you've cleared them out, I'll need a signal. Push the call button on the window there, and then I'll proceed.
But yeah, again, you know, I really enjoyed Infinite. I'm looking forward to getting back into it after this one. I again remember the storyline to a fairly good degree. In terms of level layouts and stuff, you know, that's going to be relearning it as we go. But yeah, it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, good. Golem hasn't been in tonight, actually. Yeah, he's not showing his face tonight. Switch back to these.
I wake the children up. They're stronger than they know. With their help, I should be able to boil off the water and get us all out of here. Go on ahead, Father. I'll free them as quickly as I can, just as you showed me.
Maybe I had saved all the little sisters when I played through this before. I have no idea how this all plays out if you go through and kill everyone. Because obviously she's acting based on me saving everyone. So she's going through saving people, she's being all nice and kind and generous. But if I kill people, then she obviously picks up on that and she maybe acts a bit darker. But I have no recollection of what exactly the difference is. I'm quite curious now. Oh crap. Wow. Jesus Christ. Okay. Screw it. We'll just cheat. We'll just auto hack. Auto hack all the things.
Things aren't so rosy for Lamb's little collective farm down here, no matter how much influence she's got with the inmates. She keeps feeding Ryan more and more of her people for the Big Daddy program in order to keep the rest of her flock alive. I think she's getting desperate. I ought to have Weir double the orderlies on all the major junctions.
Last Friday is great because summer. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I'll be putting up a highlight video of the whole reveal for the podcasts, and I might actually try and do another just offline explanation video once I've got it a bit more straightened up in my head, because I know whenever I talk about it I keep rambling a little bit and it's maybe not as clear as it could be. So I'll try and get everything straightened out, and then I'll do another just video just explaining exactly what it is.
Need I remind you, Sinclair, that Lamb is your problem now. She's no longer a citizen of Rapture. That was the proviso. Wanted her expertise, and now you have it. Ryan Industries is your client, and we require test candidates for charges. The protectors are short. Lamb would be a messiah, correct? Well, sell her a sacrifice to save the flock.
Since we're here, let's use the first aid. It's not going to let me in there.
You are not saving them, Delta, no matter how pure your intent. The surface is not paradise, but perdition. I would sooner see them drown.
With this damn faulty memory.
Brown legs, red mouth, blue arms, green eyes.
I don't forget the key code. Brown legs, red mouths, blue arms, green eyes. Now to secure this lock somewhere.
Five. 2, 4, 6. Oh.
Need I remind you, Sinclair, that lamb is your problem now. There's no
Legs, mouth, arms, eyes.
That was the proviso.
Legs,
Wanted her expertise.
mouth,
Now you have it. Ryan
Arms.
Industries is your client, and we
eyes.
require test candidates. Your charges.
5, 3, 6, 1.
Protectors are short. Lamb would be a messiah, correct? Well, sell her a sacrifice to save the flock. With this damn faulty memory of mine, I need to record a clue so I don't forget the key code. Brown legs, red mouths, blue arms, green eyes. Now to secure this lock somewhere.
Oh, hang on. I wonder if it's number of. It says 4 brown legs, 1 red mouth. There's no arms there. There are 4 blue arms. Let's try 4, 1, 4, 6.
What's that?
Get lost. Maha! We got there. We don't actually need anything that's in here. Brilliant. Yeah, we don't need anything that was in there after all that.
I will smile and act as such. Congratulations. You have just experienced the illusion of free will. Now think.
Look, Father, I know you may not have wanted a daughter, but love is just a chemical. We give it meaning by choice. I will be damned if I let Mother take you away from me again. The plasmid, Father. Just point the way and I'll help you fight.
The G is the enemy.
One less now. The chat's gone all quiet again. Is everyone just in shock, kind of processing the awesomeness that will be the podcast? That's what I'm telling myself.
That's another charge gone. We have to keep moving. If this building falls, we're all dead.
All the hype. Your chat crashed. That's always helpful. You're playing GTA. Fair enough. And you lost all current chat. Bob, that sucks, buddy. Didn't trust him. Okay.
Eleanor was to be a composite of all Rapture's genius. The first living utopian, serving the world at large with no regard for herself. To force consciousness on such a being is to tear its wings away. That was your gift to her, Delta.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Just as she hoped. You must be very proud.
Yeah, so I hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. Like I say, for those of you who are here,
Delta was in top form today. The guards tried to make him take another dose of whatever the hell it is they're pumping into him, and he managed to take on all four of them at once. Snapping legs and arms, blood everywhere. They say one of the guys might not even wake up. I wish I could be that free.
yeah, for everyone that was here when we talked about it, I hope you're hyped for the podcast announcement. Like I say, the technical details still need to be tweaked, which will get sorted out over the next few weeks, and the first podcast will be Friday the 26th of June when it all goes live and we see just how successful it's going to be. From the sound of it, everyone, all the casters involved are massively hyped for the event, which is always a good start. It's always nice when the people involved are excited. But yeah, it should be amazing. Yeah, I am really looking forward to it. yeah, it should be an amazing networking experience for everyone involved, and that is the goal. It's not just to try and improve this channel, it's to try and help out everyone that's offered their involvement.
Steady, Mother. Don't let go now.
Yeah, as I say, if you weren't here when we did the announcement earlier on, if you've missed the explanation of the podcast and the goals behind it and that kind of thing, I will be highlighting the whole announcement section. It's about 20-25 minutes. I'll be highlighting it after the stream, and that'll be going up on YouTube. So if you did want to go back and watch it, you have that option. I really should start like photographing these guys. Although it looks like it's finished. That's fine. Alright, it sucks that you're feeling so down. Like I say, if you want to talk about it, it's entirely down to you. If you want to have a rant, you're more than welcome. I'm not going to push it. Just want to let you know that we are here as support if you want. If not, then I hope just lurking in the chat and chilling out helps.
This is not a sermon. I will offer no insight. Every word I speak, you already know.
Yes, I had no wrong feeling when it came to Dr. Lamb. She explained to him our trainings for control rolled me out from the inside. We found all these incidents in my log where I made it easy for a convict to get the jump on me, just so I could bloody punish him. Christ. But I believe I could do some good down here now, with the family. Well, we have a shot at surviving that fucking bedlam going on up there. Maybe even take the city back.
Ooh, cluster bomb. Alright, no worries. Oh, you fucker. Whoop. She went on to say it was for her son's birthday on Thursday. Eventually agreed to give her the £6 back, but I couldn't get up there. Could she meet me in Hanley? Can't meet tomorrow as I'm working on some things for Mum and have the job centre. She said it wasn't good enough. She wants the refund tomorrow because of her son's birthday on Thursday. Obviously meet her Thursday morning. She said no, it wasn't good enough. Jesus Christ, all that for £6. Has she checked, like, inside the keyboard? Like, she's pulled off the battery compartment and all that kind of thing. Because sometimes they hide them inside the battery compartment in a little clip. I know they do that with mice. And she is aware of what she's looking for. You know, all the usual customer stupidity type things. Kind of crap that I deal with at work on a day-to-day basis.
Now, one of the girls managed to dart past the nurse today and throw herself over the railing in the lobby. Not certain if she was trying to end her own life or merely escape. Either way, her legs had healed by the time I managed to get down to the first floor where she lay. Now, without proper setting, the rapid healing process had fused her bones back together at odd angles. We had to re-break and set them almost a dozen times each of the small window of viability. Now, those children may be immortal, but I can verify they feel pain. Advising Dr. Lamb on higher doses of sedatives to keep this from happening again.
Apparently her partner tried it. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, yeah, she's being awkward. But yeah, you've tried everything that you can. You know, you've offered up multiple solutions. You've said you will give her the money back. You're just not physically able to. You know, on the day that she would like it. So, you know, it's her being unreasonable. You've apologised. You've offered to refund the situation. You know, there's not really much else you can do in that situation. Like you say, you're not in a position where you want to do a bank transfer, which is fine. You've offered PayPal, which she apparently doesn't use. And the thing is, even if you did a bank transfer, it's still going to take like 48 hours to clear. And to be honest, she can't need it to buy a replacement present because it's only £6. You know, it's not like it's 20-30 quid that's going to make, you know, the difference between this super kick-ass wireless keyboard and a basics version. It's going to be what it is. The fact that she's trying to make you rush it and do something that you're not prepared to do is irrelevant. Hey TGW, how's it going, buddy?
My first inclination when Dr. Lamb gave me my mandate to alleviate pain was to block its neural pathways. Now, the preliminary results were promising too, until some of the children started chewing their own tongues off out of ignorance. Need to sequester them away from the others so as not to cause them.
We're nearing another pediatric ward. It will be guarded, Father. Get ready.
Yeah, definitely. Like, send a message if the customer has gone to, let's face it, let's talk as if it was a store. You know, the customer's gone to the manager and complained about the fact that she isn't happy with the service. Well, that's fine. You've offered up the resolutions that are available. You've been respectful. You've accepted that, you know, maybe there is something wrong with the product. You've offered the resolution from multiple points of view. She's asking for you to do this one thing that is impossible. You are unable to comply with what she is requesting.
I'll need a signal like before. Push the call button and I'll proceed.
And at the end of the day, it is a request. Right? Nowhere is her saying, I want it tomorrow. A contract for you to make sure she gets it tomorrow. You're offering it as quickly as you can. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's just the customer being unreasonable. Like I say, you've offered up the resolutions, you've offered solutions to her, you've given her multiple opportunities, and you've explained why you can't do what she is requesting you to do. So it's just her being unreasonable.
Yes, we're ready for the ballast tank. I can boil off the water and get us out of here. We must return to the docking platform, Father, now.
But yeah, it's not like you've turned around and gone, no, you've paid for it, you've got it, that's it, deal with it. You've not said, no, you're lying, it's all in there. Yeah, you've acknowledged it's an issue and you've tried to fix it.
You granted Eleanor the will to choose, and now, like a plague, she spreads it to those innocents. To be self-aware is a curse, Delta. You are damning them.
But yeah, I wouldn't let it work you up. I mean, I know it's difficult, and it's easy for me to say, don't let it work you up. But like, if I'm at work, like, I'm on the customer service desk at work, so I deal with complaints and issues and all that kind of crap all day, on Thursdays when I work. And, you know, we have the same thing. We have someone come in and say, like, basically our store policy is within 28 days we can exchange it in most cases. Outside of that, it has to be repaired. And that's with anything, you know, that can be a laptop, that can be a dishwasher, that can be, some brands of kettle. The manufacturer requests that we send it back to them to try and repair it, and if they can't, they'll issue a replacement. And, you know, occasionally we have the opportunity where we can bend around that slightly, you know, if it's 2 days out of the 28 days, we can maybe go, right, well, we can kind of lean on it and change the date a little bit and we can get around it. But if we can't, we can't. And, you know, I've had customers threaten to hit me because I've been doing my job and said, you know, this is what I can do. There was one case where the guy had a cooker, a gas cooker, that was working and then it was faulty, and it was 8 months old. And, you know, we can't just exchange out a cooker. The manufacturer has the right to look at the product, to send an engineer out to assess it, to confirm there's a fault, at which point the manufacturer then decides whether we can exchange it and give us an authorization number, or whether it needs to be repaired. And then they will cover the cost of the repair and the manufacturer's guarantee. And that's all in the paperwork. That's just standard terms and agreements. And we'll have customers come in, and like I said, I've been threatened to be hit by a customer because he's got so pissed off at me because I'm the face on it. But they don't understand that yes, it's within a year, and yes, it's under guarantee, but the guarantee is a repair. And it doesn't matter how many times you explain it and how much you offer to try and bend around the rules. They want the product there and then, and you just can't do it. And it is a pain in the ass, and I completely get why you're worked up about it. I mean, I'm not saying it's an unjust frustration at all, but you getting yourself worked up only affects you. It's not doing anything to her. She's just sat there frustrated because her keyboard doesn't work, and it probably is something really stupid that she's done wrong. Like you say, if you've taken it out of the box to take a picture and then put it back in the box, everything that was in the box is in the box. She's either not checked it properly, she probably took the keyboard out of any kind of bag or wrapper that it was in, didn't notice the fucking USB adapter and threw it away. I've had that happen more than once. And then she's gone, oh, it doesn't work, I'm going to complain. And again, you know, you've offered up the solutions. And, you know, if she can go to the head of the Facebook page, she can go to whatever. You've offered a solution. You've offered a, to be honest, quite prompt solution. And she's rejected it. And that's her choice to reject it. You know. She says it's not good enough that you do it Thursday morning. Well, why not? You know, what difference does that 24 hours make? Even if you get it tomorrow, you know, what good is that going to do her? She's not going to be able to order anything on the internet because it's going to be at least 48 hours for it to turn up. So it's still going to turn up Thursday afternoon, maybe Friday. So in her opinion, that's too late. You know, so what difference does it make if you take her £6 in cash on Thursday or Wednesday or Friday? And to be honest, she keeps kicking up the fuss about it being her son's birthday. Well, why she left it until 2 days beforehand to buy the present? Just saying. Yeah, it sounds like she's kicking up a fuss for the sake of kicking up a fuss. She wants an argument with someone, and like I say, she's not going to be affected by you being angry about it. You're just going to get yourself worked up, which is going to make you feel crappy, which is what it's done from the sound of it. And yeah, it's one of those things, unfortunately. Oh no, like I say, I'm not saying you shouldn't be angry. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you a fresh point of view on it. And you know, I'm the same. You know, when I have shitty customers at work, I'll deal with them and I'll put on the smiley face, and you know, I'll nod in the right places, and I'll tell them what I can do. They'll kick up a fuss. They want to talk to the manager. They want to shout at me. I have to stand there and take it because I'm the face of it. Once they've gone, I go out the back for 5 minutes. I have a sit down, I have a drink, and I have a shout about it. It is a crappy situation to be in.
Stepping inside the glass tank, Father. Come up to the glass once you're ready for me to begin. There's no going back once we start.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the heads up on that one. They're all toasty.
You would rip my only daughter from her home and family and feed her to a world without hope. Though Utopia may die with her, I would sooner see us fall. Goodbye, Eleanor. Mother will be waiting for you.
Here they come, Father. Hold them off until I can bring it to a boil.
Whoa. Okay, right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? First I complained to the people who supplied it and realised that wouldn't help. They shouldn't do their job, so I contacted the manufacturer, bitched them out, and now I'm getting a new GPU. Yeah. It's all about knowing who to complain to, and that's the problem a lot of people don't understand. Contacted the admin. As you know, I've agreed to give her a refund, as asked. I've been talking with her for the last bit, and she told me to meet her tomorrow to give the money back. I'm on a course all day and physically can't get there, which is fair enough. Don't drive and can't get a lift. I've offered PayPal as an alternative. I've also offered to meet her Thursday morning early. Yeah, like I say, you've offered more than one solution. You've offered up what is available to you. She's just rejecting it left, right and centre. And that's down to her. As I say, it's not like you're sat there going, no, it's my money now, you've bought it from me, it's your problem to deal with. You've offered to give her the refund, and I'm assuming let her keep the product as well, from what you've said so far. Even if you're taking the product back, you're giving her the money back, and you've been trying to fix it from the moment you knew about the issue.
It's boiling. I can help you fight back now. Use the plasmid.
What the fudge? Oh god. Got the wrong plasmid equipped. Sorry, I will look at the chat again as soon as things calm down a little bit. Other way one.
I've done it, Father. The ballast water is gone. Release the docking mechanism.
Release the Kraken! Oh no, wrong game.
We've done it, Father. We're launching. Get to the elevator.
Will be reborn in the cold womb of the ocean.
The bombs, Father! We're bombs!
Oh no, that one.
Run!
Ouch.
suffering was over. You taught me that evil is just a word. Under the skin, it's simple pain. For you, mercy was victory. You sacrificed, you endured, and when given the chance, you forgave. Always. Mother believed this world was irredeemable. But she was wrong, Father. We are Utopia, you and I. And in forgiving, we left the door open for her. The raptured dream is over, but in waking, I am reborn. This world is not ready for me, yet here I am. It would be so easy to misjudge them. You are my conscience, Father, and I need you to guide me. You will always be with me now, Father. Your memories, your drives. And when I need you, you'll be there on my shoulder, whispering. If Utopia is not a place, but a people, then we must choose carefully, for the world is about to change. And in our story, rapture was just the beginning.
So yeah, that's Bioshock 2. Doom, we basically saved everybody. Any option we had in terms of saving or killing, we saved. So all the little sisters were rescued. The 3 AI NPC characters, the storyline ones, we let live. Yeah, any option we had, we saved. So that was like the complete good ending. But yeah, it's a little Big Daddy. He's got a little corkscrew for the draw hand. Baseball for the head. He's awesome. He sits above the monitor, along with a giant Sackboy, and a smaller Sackboy, and a medium Sackboy. There's lots of Sackboys. But yeah, so that's Bioshock 2. So, like I say, in my opinion, and it is my opinion, not as strong a game as the original was. Partly because it is a sequel, so it's obviously following in the shoes. Partly the storyline just wasn't as gripping, in my opinion. You know, it was still there, and you kind of had the references back to the first game with the Project WYK, which is obviously the Would You Kindly project. But yeah, it just didn't grip me as much as the original did. And as I've said, you know, playing through this one, the original game, I pretty much remembered everything that was coming up. You know, I knew where the objectives were going to be. It just, everything about the original stuck with me. And this one, you know, we'd played it through once before, and playing it through now, I'd say about 75% of the game I just didn't recognise. I had no idea what was coming up, didn't remember what objectives were coming up, vaguely remembered how it wrapped up and how the storyline finished up, but yeah, I didn't remember most of the NPC characters and the interactions there. It just didn't have as much impact as the first game did. It's still a good game, and I would definitely recommend playing through the trilogy, you know, Bioshock, Bioshock 2 and Infinite, and I would recommend playing them through in that order. But yeah, you know, for me, Bioshock 1 was, holy crap, this game's amazing. Bioshock 2 was, yeah, it's still pretty awesome. And then Infinite was kind of a step between the two. But yeah, I enjoyed Bioshock 2, just not as much as the original. And I'd say not as much as Infinite as well, to be honest. But again, you know, as we talked about with Ewok earlier, it was a different studio that worked on it, different part of 2K. They invested the time and some of the resources and the money into the multiplayer aspect on Bioshock 2 as well, which I did try on the 360, and to be honest, it wasn't overly impressive. It was quite tight quarters, you know, 6v6. It was basically just a team deathmatch type game. The gimmick that they added in was that every now and then you would have a Big Daddy power-up appear on the map, and whoever got to that first became a Big Daddy. But in my experience, if you became the Big Daddy, you were dead within about 10 seconds because everyone on the opposite team just pummeled you. So by the time you'd got your bearings and worked out what you were doing with it, and you'd found someone to kill, you were dead. So and it was all levels and ranking systems, and as you rank up you unlock better things, and you know, standard kind of Call of Duty type multiplayer in terms of experience and leveling up and that kind of thing. But yeah, Bioshock 2 is a good game. I would recommend playing it, you know, especially if you loved the first one and you've loved what you've seen of Infinite. Yeah, Doomhammer, like you say, with the DLC on Infinite as well, which I don't actually own. Right, we're going to play through Infinite, but I don't own the DLC. But even so, there are still quite strong references to the original game, kind of within Infinite. Which is quite nice, you know, they have kept it in the same universe. It's just a very different style and a very different approach to the Bioshock games. And again, I think that's why I rank it above Bioshock 2, because Bioshock 2 had the double-edged sword of it, of following on from Bioshock, which was amazing, and you know, had that backing to it, but was almost at a negative for following up on Bioshock as well, because it was such a strong release title in the series. Oh yeah, I've heard amazing things about the DLC, and definitely like it's worth playing in terms of the storyline. I haven't picked it up. I've not had the money to pick it up. But yeah, that's all we'll say about Infinite. Like I say, we'll start the playthrough for Infinite next week. So